Word of advice, if you're trying to keep a low profile, you probably shouldn't get a job that's gonna plaster your face on billboards all around town. I mean, if you're trying to keep your private life a little more private, say hello to the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by NordVPN. NordVPN's the VPN service there to help make our traversing this digital hellscape known as the internet a little safer, a little more secure. Nord's threat protection scanning for viruses and malware from websites or files you download blocks it if it looks suspicious. Time was, not everybody had to worry about that. Retro gamers looking for that perfect homebrew, sure. Now, if you're on the internet at all, pays to be cautious. But even with more legitimate entities like big tech companies there to sponge up your data, I like to make it as difficult as possible for them. Gotta have fun in life. But as we all love traveling and are, I assume, entertainment heads, if you're watching my channel, Nord's perfect to keep you connected. You can change your virtual location with one click to keep you watching what you want to watch wherever you are. Unlock the entertainment of the world among your streaming services, even from the comfort of your own home. One account protects up to 10 devices, all backed by Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So click the link below, go to nordvpn.com/Johns. Users can get a huge discount with the purchase of a 2-year plan plus 4 extra months. And thank you once again to Nord for their continual support of my channel. I do appreciate it. And now we get to talk about one of the films of all time. So Love Hurt, is that what it's called? Oh, Love Hurts, I was right. It's 50-50, it was either Love Hurts or Love Kills. Oh yes, it's that memorable. So Love Hurts stars Ke Huy Quan, who plays Marvin, a realtor and a really good guy. The kind of guy you want in your workplace. Only thing, he has a past. In his past, he was a hitman for his crime boss brother. People from his past are now coming after him. Basically tongue-in-cheek Valentine's Day, yet dollar store version of John Wick. Which gives us a lot of punchy action sequences wedged in between what kind of resembles a plot. And out the gate, positives first, I thought the action sequences were pretty fun. The director of this film's been a fight and stunt coordinator in Hollywood for years, and it shows. This is also his directorial debut. That also shows. But the fights were fun, the hits hit hard. It lacks a bit of tension because there's no real sense of danger. People take hits in this movie that should kill them. They don't die, they shrug it off, the CGI knives flying at people. On the other hand, and I don't know if you've done your Daredevil rewatch lately, but I recently did, that office fight scene with Ben Poindexter in Daredevil in which he's throwing pens, pencils, and office supplies at Daredevil, and it's the most dangerous feeling thing ever. Could have gone for something like that, but this movie clearly is not going for that tone. Yeah, this movie's a tongue-in-cheek, lighthearted, though really bloody action comedy. I thought Ke Huy Quan was good, he worked. Maybe I'm just rooting for him because I like him. He's really good at mixing the action with comedy.
I'm so sorry.
Most everyone else in this movie didn't care, and I can't tell if they're not good at the job or if the script is just doing them dirty. It wants to lean into the romance angle, I get that, but I wasn't buying any of the romance. I don't buy the romance among the leads. Part of that's probably because at a point when you start assessing this shotgun blast of a plot, you realize the plot is this guy wanted to turn over a new leaf, have a new life, and then this lady comes into his life and throws a grenade into it and brings everything back to him because, well, she needed his skills for her own wants, which makes her an asshole. Oh, but she's the love interest, but I don't care. That's a problem. I didn't buy any of the romance in the movie, not among the leads, not the awkward side romance they're doing among this one hitman and this really depressing lady he works with, who's basically the human personification of Luma Lee from the Mario Brothers movie. But it's awkwardly interjected. I felt like the Bobs from Office Space. I wanted to be like, what exactly is it ya do here? As this movie is merging different action genres and genres in general, and it tries to lean into all of it to the point where it doesn't really have its own identity. One genre that I don't even know the movie is self-aware it has is, well, spoof. I mean, Marshawn Lynch in the movie tackles somebody and yells beast mode when I'm just saying. I don't know, I laughed. Might be biased, Seattle Seahawks and all. It almost feels like an SNL sketch action movie, a parody of an action film. If this movie was called Action Movie The Movie, you'd probably better know what you're in for when you're going into this thing. If you go into this thing. Actually, I kind of want to see Action Movie the Movie now. But among all of this, your movie should still have a consistent tone, or at the very least, a line where it's like, all right, let's not breach that. There's someone who gets killed in this movie, and the way they get killed just didn't sit right with me. I mean, it's just one kill. I'll tell you how the kill is. I won't tell you who it is, but it's a boba straw. Someone takes a boba straw to the eye. It's like they're all dead, it's bleeding out the boba straw. But the contrast between that description and who it was that got it just didn't work for me. Right before that, the movie had slowed down to have what can only be described as a real moment. But after that moment, they have this violent, almost parody style kill. There's a difference between mixing genres and conflicting tone. Props to this film for being 80 minutes long. that's a plus. In the end, this is one of those movies I'm sure was fun to work on. Wouldn't be surprised if people working on this movie described it as an absolute blast to make. A film optimized to make a movie trailer, like its entire existence is so there could be a pretty fun trailer on YouTube. But in between these action sequences, you have to have something else, something with cohesion, holding it all together. I talked ad nauseum about the action, haven't talked about much of what happens in between the action. Simply put, it's boring dollar store crime revenge love story bullshit. This really shows why movies that successfully mix genres stand out. Because for every one that succeeds in which you walk out going, wow, I feel like that shouldn't have worked, but it did. Awesome. There are 100 others like Love Hurts that just fall flat. The movie feels like it has identity crisis. Didn't know what it was, didn't know what it wanted to be a little of everything, ended up being nothing. Lacked the ability to commit to one or two things and do those things well. Ironic that this Valentine's Day release, though it's not a Valentine's Day release, it's coming out a week before Valentine's Day, but still, this Valentine's movie release itself has commitment issues. There are too many irons in the fire, too many players on the board, too many branches on this convoluted, twisted tree. Worth paying to go to the movie theater for? No, I can appreciate a Mikey and Data reunion as much as the next guy, but in the end, I'm not going to remember Love Hurts in T-1 day. Yep, already forgot. Just watch the 2.5-minute summary of the film called The Trailer, because the trailer is pretty much the movie condensed, which sounds like a movie trailer, but not always. This is legitimately the plot of the movie. It's just in 2.5 minutes. Enjoy. Save yourself some time and money. All right, so Love Hurts. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite Valentine's Day movie? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more. John Wick's a better Valentine's Day movie.